Hey besties, today I am here with a highlighting video for you. I asked on my Instagram, well on Bestie Girls Instagram, if you guys wanted to see this video, and I think 98% of people said yes, so you two people, I'm doing it anyways. So I'm just gonna kind of show you all the highlighters I have, what kind, different types, what brand, price points if I can remember, and kind of show you what works best for me personally, which ones I like. If you're thinking about getting a highlighter, kind of a little review for you. I'll do swatches and everything, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. So first I'm gonna start with something I don't think this was my first highlighter, but it was definitely up there. I probably should throw it away, to be honest. I don't know, it might be good. So this is the Maybelline New York Master Strobing Liquid Highlighter. This is a liquid highlighter. I got it in the lightest shade. Yes, I will show you. It's crazy, like blinding, girl. Like you can't tell because my highlighter is already like crazy. But like yeah, I like this one. I don't like it for every day. I honestly never reach for it, but it's a good option if you want, like, I think you could do a tiny bit and make it pretty natural, but I don't know, it's not my first pick, but it definitely, if you just kind of want a swipe of highlight, like a blinding swipe like that, it's not it, but that's what it looks like. I would try this one. I don't think it's the easiest to use, and if you're beginning, I wouldn't try this. I would definitely go for a, powder. A powder, if you're gonna start out, but this is pretty good. It's very shiny, crazy reflective. I think this one's like $8 or something. I am not sure. So I've been using this highlight for 3 or 4 years now. 3 years? I don't know, 3 years. One of my friends had it, and every time I would go out, I'd be like, can I use your highlighter? Because it was so good. The first highlight I ever had, actually, I remember, was from Revolution. I went to Ulta, and I went by myself when I was in college, and I was like, I'm just gonna go look and see if I can find like a drugstore highlighter, because I'd never had one, and my friend had this. We all know what this is. And I was like, I'm gonna go look, and Revolution had just come out that day. Like, it was their first day. Or Makeup Revolution. Revolution? I don't know which one it's called. I don't have it anymore. And I picked up their highlighter because it was like $5, and they had just set up the display in Ulta and everything. And I loved that highlighter. It was not good. Like, they probably have a different formulation now, but like, it was not good. It was okay. It was like, I literally, like, the tiniest little thing, like, oh, it was so funny. That was my first highlight. On to this. But every time I would go out with my friends, I would be like, can I use your highlight, to one of my friends? And she had this. She had the Becca highlight in Opal. So mine's looks like trash, so I'm not going to show it to you. You can Google a picture if you don't know what it looks like. That's it. It's so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. But I actually ended up buying this highlight in the sample size, which it came with the liquid one too, which this is what mine looks like. Disgusting, but it still has some on there. I'll show you what it looks like. I lived for this. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. This is like the best liquid highlight. I think it's so beautiful. Like, you can see it's just literally like reflecting off of my hand, like so shimmery. Sorry if the table's moving, my cat is being crazy. Oh, there she is. You can hear her. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, it's like the prettiest natural, sorry, I'm like wiping it off as I'm talking because I have to go to the next swatch in a second. It's the prettiest natural highlight. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love it so much. Oh, I'm not even looking at it, and I'm pretending I'm looking at it because I'm crazy. But this one and the little baby Becca, like, it came with the powder one too, a tiny one, was $10, and I got it, and I used that thing until it was done, like dead. And then when I decided that I wanted to actually invest in my makeup and not buy all drugstore, I got this one, which I don't know how much this runs for. I will find the link. It's like 30, 20, I don't know. I don't know, but this is a good highlighter. It's very pretty. I am not up to par in my highlighting knowledge, but this is my collection, so not gonna be hard on myself, okay? If you are looking for a cheap drugstore highlighter, then you can go grab at Walgreens, Walmart, Dollar General, Target, anywhere for $4.99 or less. That is great. Girl, Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild, 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 my bad. They're so good. I saw this and I said, I'm gonna try that one day, and I don't know why I did, but I fell in love. Girl, it's so pretty. So the first one that I got was in Precious Petals. This is what they look like. They're so pretty. Of course, it's like not picking up on my finger when I need to show someone. Oh my gosh, look at it. It does have a little bit of a pinky undertone. It's so beautiful, honestly. Like, it's really good. And if you spray your brush, if you spray your brush before you dip into it, it's like, it's amazing. I used that for a long time until I got my ColourPop highlighters. But it's very good. ColourPop is also amazing, but you have to order online, so it's a little bit more. People aren't. Sorry, my mom messaged me. I was reading it. People aren't really, sometimes don't want to buy stuff online, especially if they haven't tried it, which I get, but ColourPop's worth it, girl. It's so good. So the next one that I got of the Wet n Wild, because I actually got another one too, because I wanted to try it out. They have like, I think 4 or 5 different shades. This one's called Blossom Glow. Oh, why is this one like showing up so much more? This one actually looks very pink in here. Are my eyes messed up? It looks extremely pink. You know what? I think the other one is more goldy and this one is more pink. I don't know what I'm thinking, but so beautiful. These are $5. These are a really, really good choice if you just wanted to start out with a highlighter. Very easy to apply. Just grab a brush, put it on, and it's $5, and you're not gonna like lose money if you hate it, you know, which I don't think you will. I think they're really amazing. Maybe not like the greatest like staying power, like at night you're not gonna be like, ooh, my highlight looks so good still. But it's a very good highlighter. I would recommend that if you guys are trying to start out using highlighters, you're a little scared. It's very, very beautiful. I would probably recommend the color Precious Petals if you're not extremely fair. Oops. And I would probably recommend the color Blossom Glow if you are extremely fair. I can use both. I'm kind of in the middle right now. I'm like a little tan, so I mean, look at me. I'm so tan. But yeah, those are really, really good, so I love them. So my next babies I've mentioned in like 1,200 videos are the ColourPop highlighters. They're honestly so amazing. I love them so much. Yeah, they're really good. The first one is Lunch Money. I've showed these 1,000 times. So Lunch Money looks like this. This is like the most wearable one that I have. As you can see, it's just like a pretty glow on my hand. Oh my gosh, I love it. These are their Super Shock formulas. They feel wet. I would not recommend using a brush with these. It won't work. I use my fingers, and I take these 2 fingers and I go, and then I go, and honestly it kind of looks like this. They're so like they're crazy. That one's so beautiful. That one's like perfect for my skin tone. If you have a deeper skin tone, I can't use this as a highlight. It's too deep for my skin. It's very golden, but if you have a deeper skin tone than me, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, it's very golden. It's like, look at that. Yeah, sorry, that's kind of gross, but these are $8, by the way. Yeah, so that one's great. Love those. If you can figure out how to use, like, you might have to try a few times, figure out how to use it, what's best for you, but I literally just like, and put them on my cheeks, make sure you blend it out, because it could look very like streaky. I love those though. And then the crazy blinding one everyone uses or talks about is Flexitarian, which is amazing. That's Flexitarian right there. Look at it. Oh, like, look at that. Turn to the side of your cheek's gonna look like that, girl. It's a very intense highlight. If you're starting out, I would not recommend that. You're going to freak out. So, but Flexitarian's so good. So if you have a couple highlights and you're wanting to try a crazy blinding one for your night out with the girls or something, try that one. It's so good. Someone's knocking on a door. I hope it's not mine, because I'm not gonna answer. So, the last highlight, I don't know why I'm like showing you before I talk about it. The last highlight that I have, which I thought I had more, but what are you gonna do, is this palette from Pure Cosmetics. It's their Sculptor palette, and it has 2 highlights in it and 2 contours. So I'm gonna swatch these for you. This first one is called Originator, and the second one's called Trailblazer. Trailblazer is too deep for me, so this is Originator and Trailblazer, so this would be good on deeper skin tone. But these are really pretty too. To be honest, they're a little chunky for me, which sounds like really gross, but like, especially if I use them as eyeshadows, it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but I don't like it. They are pretty highlights. There they are. I don't know, they're pretty. I do like them. We got that in our BoxyCharm. I probably would not have bought that for myself, but it's a nice highlight to have. Definitely the second one, Trailblazer, if you have a deeper skin tone, it's very pretty. That's pretty much all I got to say about that one. So, if you don't have a highlight but you want a highlight and you don't want to go buy a highlight, here's what you can do. Use an eyeshadow. So if you have an eyeshadow palette, there's probably a color that you can highlight with in it. If there's not, go get another eyeshadow palette, girl. I'm just kidding, but like a lot of them do have them, unless it's like an all matte or something. So for example, this ColourPop eyeshadow palette, I can use this, that's a little dark. I can use this and this for a highlight. They are very pigmented and very like blinding and sparkly, but I can use those as a highlight. Also, in this palette, La Costa up here is a beautiful highlight. It's actually what I'm wearing today, and I'm actually so obsessed with it. I just got it in the mail. So amazing, like so beautiful. And even I have 4 palettes sitting here, and I could show you a highlighting shade in every single one. You could use Charmer here to highlight, and then in this Element of Surprise, if I'm going for a, I don't know, whatever, this is a pinky shade, but I could still use this as a highlight. Like, I could use that as a pinky toned highlight. You don't have to, and I could tell you pretty much every palette that I have has a color. A couple Morphe palettes I have, my husband cleaned out the drawer and I can't find them right now, so those palettes that I have 6 good highlighting colors. If they are shimmery, not too shimmery, it depends on what kind of highlight you want, but there's probably a highlighting color in a palette that you have, or like a single eyeshadow or something. Yeah, so you can really make do with what you have, but also the Wet n Wild ones are a very good choice if you want to start out. They're very inexpensive. I haven't tried any NYX ones, I don't think. Another good option would be maybe to buy an inexpensive highlighting palette. I know ColourPop has, I think they have a couple highlighting palettes. That way you can kind of test out what kind of colors work for you, stuff like that. So that is my highlighting collection, kind of what I like and don't like about each of them. Swatches, basically me being like, these are so pretty. But yeah, I really do love most to all of them. So if you have any questions, just leave them down below, message us, whatever you want to do. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!